like that.
Yes.
But I mean, I'm influenced by very many genres,
Right.
sound-wise, and so I think that's why it's difficult sometimes to know
box
what, yeah, to box me, quote unquote. But at the heart of my sort of expression will always be my faith and
Right.
And my belief system, my values, my belief in God. So. It's a melting pot, and so some people may tag me as the acoustic singer. Some guys will call me the gospel guy, the Christian artist, the
You're just doing what's in your heart.
R&B guy, yeah.
And you're just doing good music.
Right.
And you know, when I listen to the kind of music that you're doing, and especially, you know, from 2013, a lot of R&B flavor in it.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, you remind me a lot of the 90s R&B.
Exactly. That's the era I grew up on.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So, you know, I'm looking at you and I'm thinking, hey, this guy Keith Sweat, Jodeci, and I'm thinking, you know, Boys to Men.
Yeah, exactly.
And so, were those some of your influences?
For sure. Like when I was growing up, I have two older brothers who are die-hard hip hop fans. And R&B is like the younger brother of hip hop.
Right.
So I grew up on like Tupac, Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Yes.
And then I started making the transition into the softer side, Brandy,
Monica,
so Boys to Men, Donell Jones, guys like that. And then later on, I embraced like Neo Soul, India Arie, Erykah Badu, guys like that. And now at least.
And it's very evident in the music that you do.
Yeah.
And one thing I like about you is the fact that, you know, you play multiple instruments as well. Were you classically trained in music?
Unfortunately not. I mean, I did do some formal lessons, but my approach was very contemporary. Because I knew from the onset I wanted to focus on performance, so I didn't really spend time learning classical music. Although classical music is good as a foundation, I sort of skipped that part because I knew what I wanted to express.
Okay, so I mean, we're going to talk about your journey in music, and as Clinton here whips up some cocktails for us. Remember, you at home, you can also get involved by talking to us using hashtag the Loop K24, and also the WhatsApp number is on the screen right now. Any questions that you have for Noel Nderito, please shoot them, and you know, we'll ask him as the conversation continues. But you're here to perform, and I want to hear, because you're such an amazing performer, so confident in your craft and your skill and talent that there's no way we can waste you. So me, I definitely want to hear you perform. What are you going to sing for us?
I'll sing a song called Stay.
Yeah.
I released this one as part of something we called the Awesome Challenge last year.
Right.
It was a one song a month challenge. So me and 4 other artists, Tetu Shani, Sage, Riga, and Lisa Odo Noah participated in this. So
yeah, Sage was here and she told us about that challenge.
Yeah, it was very fun.
Yeah. So what's the name of the song?
So this one is called Stay.
Stay, all right. Noel Nderito with Stay. Ladies and gentlemen, grab your drinks and get ready to be entertained.
Here we go. We have choices, we have plans. We weigh things on a scale. We try, sometimes we fail. And I have seen you and I go. We didn't know what to do, but still we made it through. 'Cause you said that you love me every day. I wonder, will you go, will you stay? So will you stay when it rains, or do you prefer sunshine? What if things stay the same? Will you go and find another love, or will you stay with me? 'Cause I will, so please stay with me. Please stay with me. Please stay with me. 'Cause I get on your last nerve. I know I drive you mad. Sometimes I make you sad. Still I've seen you and I grow. The road has led us here. Will our footprints disappear? 'Cause you said you would love me every day. I wonder, will you go, will you stay? And will you stay when it rains, or do you prefer sunshine? What if things stay the same? Will you go and find another love, or will you stay with me? 'cause I will. So please stay with me. Please stay with me. Please stay with me. Please stay with me. And sunshine or rainfall, stand, do not fall. And I hope that you will stay with me forever. Said I hope that you will stay with me forever.
There you go, Noel Nderito. If I'm not mistaken, when you did the Men of Soul in August, you performed this song, right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, and I really love that you guys did that thing, because it's like you guys really understood each other's music.
Right.
Yeah, and it was so evident.
That was actually the first time when I performed this song, like to an audience. That was pretty fun.
Oh, it was it was really cool. You guys did it really well. So what I want us to do is to go over there on the table,
all right,
so we can have a more in-depth discussion.
For sure.
I think you've earned your drink.
Nimelipa.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Noel Nderito here on Unplugged. Please have a seat here. And we're discussing your music, your life's journey, and how it is you got to where you are, and
yes,
your story is pretty interesting. So in 2013, you released a project called My Kind of Music.
Yeah.
8 tracks. And you called it a raw expression of yourself.
Yeah.
What did you mean?
I called it My Kind of Music because at the time, I think as an artist, when you do your first ever recording, it doesn't come with the baggage of the industry. It doesn't come with someone telling you, no, you should do it this way, and this way will get you this far. It's just a raw expression. And you may be naive, you may make some mistakes, but that was authentically you. And that's why I called it that.
We got the real Noel Nderito, authentic, genuine, and
Yeah, the Noel Nderito of 2013.
Yeah, because then, of course, a lot of things were different.
Right.
From where they are now.
Yeah.
And then in 2017, you released The Bridge, and you fused R&B, soul, and gospel music.
Yeah.
Why was that the direction you wanted to go, and how different was that from what you did with My Kind of Music?
Yeah, The Bridge came 4 years after my first effort, and I wanted to do a full-length album, and I called it The Bridge because I felt at that time I was really debating whether to do music full-time or not, and I was leaning towards quitting, and so a lot of those songs that I wrote in solitude were like my bridge for, okay, this is not your destination, keep going, and so I wanted to kind of package that, and if someone is relating to the music in that way, then the songs can be their bridge, you know what I mean? And so I fused it because that's the stuff that comes naturally to me. I write almost all songs on guitar, and so even the ones that are pop-driven or full band, they start here. And so that's my sort of go-to soul expression.
But why are you surprised how well The Bridge did? Because it went to #1 on iTunes.
Yeah. I was surprised. I tell people that Kenyans don't really let you know that they're listening to you.
Right. So were you shocked? Like, oh my God, I mean, I have this following, I have this audience that I, maybe had not noticed.
For sure, I was. And it had been a while since I had released like a full-length album. And I realized even now, I did a survey like a month ago, and I realized a lot of my fans listen to bodies of work more than they listen to my singles. Right. So when I drop a single, it may not even get traction. When I drop a body of work, people listen to it more. Yeah, there's repeat listening. And so I think that was the birth of the repeat listening. And it was shocking because a lot of times you're swinging in the darkness. You don't know who's listening. Yeah. So it was affirming as well, like to know that they're actually guys who are concerned with what I'm putting out.
Yeah. You're just throwing it out there and hoping, that people will bite onto what it is that you're performing.
Exactly.
And I think that the fact that you chose to go the album way, not many artists do that. I guess one, because of the cost. Maybe also two, because of content.
Yeah.
But why for you is an album the way to go? Because if you think about the process of putting together an album, you were lucky this year. Well, I don't know if you were lucky, but you had the opportunity because of COVID.
Exactly.
You were home and you were able to do what you did. But as early back as when you did your first album, not many artists were doing albums then.
Yeah, true. I mean, now it's gotten progressively, like, it's hard to justify like a full-length project, and a lot of guys are doing what we call EPs,
right? So
which is like 5 tracks, you know, funga maneno. But for me, I've been doing like since The Bridge, I've released 2 other EPs, so I haven't felt the need to do a full-length album. Probably until, like you said, Corona, when I was sitting down with my thoughts and I'm like, yeah, now I can create. But there's some pros and cons. I know a lot of artists who the cons outweigh the pros, but for me, because I removed the middleman, I learned how to produce music. So it's a bit easier for me to put together a project because I self-produce, so I work closely with producers who see my vision.
And I like your process because sometimes you do it in the living room.
Exactly.
So, you know, you're just doing it in the comfort of your home.
Exactly.
And I think it's important to have that creative space where you feel comfortable enough for you to be able to express yourself in a very genuine way.
For sure. So even I looked at the back end of my streaming stats, and like I mentioned, like a lot of guys, I see more towards the projects than towards the singles. So sometimes that's motivation to, should I put an EP out, a single out? Yeah, so trying to gear up towards an album release early 2021.
Okay, this man is very, very humble, and some of the accolades and achievements that he has managed to get, you will not believe. We're going to talk about that when we come back after this short break. Remember, you're watching Unplugged. My name is Mike Washira, hosting Noel Nderito here. Don't go too far because this is a story you want to listen to.